between the Philadelphia 76ers.
Since he steps in with Shaedon Sharpe, is out tonight against his former couple of nights ago.
Everywhere.
Oh, 20, just very, very sharp. Tip won by the Blazers. Abdia out on top off the screen. Chest pass to Simons for three. Got it.
Offensively, and let Anthony Simons, a sniper, operate off the ball, receiving a screen and get the shot.
He needs 3 more threes to reach Wes Matthews for third all-time threes made in Blazer history. Blazers rush it up. Time.
Yeah.
On the inbounds, Abdia up top, checked by Caleb Martin. Over it comes to Simons, overplayed by Maxey, who deflects it away. Simons will regather, terminates the dribble, 8 to shoot. Philadelphia extending their defense. Abdia warily into the paint, step back over Embiid, around and no. Rebound gathered in by D.A. Brought it down low and it's stripped away by Caleb Martin. Paul George will bring it out of backcourt. Looking to Embiid. He lobs it low as Denny was fronting him. It was in deep. Embiid tosses it away. Abdia on the push. Gets it back from Simons. Slings a pass inside intended for Ayton. It got away from him. Philly on the run. Maxey with the three. Embiid rebound position. Blocked away from behind by Kamara. Grabbed by Simons. Works his way across midcourt. In deep. They again try to pump it low to Ayton. It's deflected away by Oubre. Georgie on the way, accelerating to the rim. Nope. Rebound loosed. Jarred free by Sharpe. Recovered by Abdia into front court. Centering pass here to Shaedon Sharpe. Step back for three. No. Rebound Embiid.
Keep going, Kev.
Embiid with a belt-high dribble. Backing down on Kamara. Double teamed. Pass to the opposite point. Nearly knocked away by Sharpe. Oubre recovers. Feeds to the corner.
Of events, there were a couple cross matches where Embiid had a smaller player on him. It was Denny first, Anthony second, but he was not able to score. And likewise on this side, the Blazers were trying to find D.A. And everything he did, it didn't seem like he had some kind of hot, unnatural.
Maxey circling off the screen. Pumps to George, elevated. Rebound to Simons, and will peel out. Holding pattern at midcourt, off the screen from Ayton, into a triple. Back iron, rebound, Joel Embiid. He's getting 7 rebounds a game. We'll bring it out of backcourt. Good handler of the ball. Now he's going to make a bull rush. Turned away by 8. Swings it back to Maxey. Embiid in deep. Flutters one up.
He got a little turned around on his close open.
Simon spots a seam, drives inside. Defense sags over to Denny. Maxey recovers to strip it. Up the floor he comes. He is quick as lightning into the rim. Some late heroics by Maxey on the offensive end. There's Ayton inside, circles with a hook, back iron, rebound grab by Embiid. Wear the face mask, broke the nose in a mid-December game against Indiana. Into the lane. He jars Hill, finger rolling up and in as he goes right at Joel Embiid.
He didn't cut coverage. Read it correctly there.
Martin handling, nearly threw it away and beat at the last moment. Spotted it, knocked it down, and then he is tied up by Kamara.
And it's successful.
Foul on Kamara. The crowd and the Blazers staff taking issue with the call by Danielle Scott. She's joined by Mark Lindsay and Trey Maddox tonight, whirling in.
Wasn't that long ago, Kev. A few years, but seemed not too long ago, that 2019 year, when he was one of the top 5 guys in the MVP voting throughout most of that year, leading Oklahoma City to the playoffs along with Russell Westbrook in that year.
Stumbling in, Denny control of his balance. It's grabbed by Martin, skips it ahead. Oubre dashing to the Oubre. The line, he's been a nice pickup at his ball club. He's played all their games, 15 starts. And he has given the Sixers a lead here, 6. Scoot drives it inside, plays off the contact, no. Trying to flush it was Kamara. Keeps it alive inside, regathers. Swings it outside, corralled by Sharpe. Sees a double, floats it to Denny. Catch, shoot, 3, in and out, and the rebound collected in there by Oubre, twisted away by Kamara. Loose rock, Henderson up top. 10th in the league in scoring at 26 per. 7-point lead for the Philadelphia 76ers. Winners of 9 of the last 12. 3 in a row. Abdia trying to turn the corner, won't. Dribble handoff to Scoot. Working the angle, 7 to shoot. Step back 3. Got air under it. No. Beat. And a long outlet is plucked away by Scoot. Advance to Kamara. Into the lane, to the cup, to land.
There the Blazers needed the interception, and they got it.
At the 6-minute mark here of the first quarter, the Philadelphia 76ers lead by 5. Embiid on a step through. We're 6 and 15 with Embiid playing just
things that Coach Bjorkgren and he and the coaching staff had talked about coming into fruition, and just being able to enjoy it. Much rather enjoy it on the sideline. Challenge. After Shaden dropped, what was it, 25 at San Antonio? Something like that. And Coach Billups said, yeah, the score was good, but I needed the defense to be better. And it has been.
Embiid comes down, and Embiid shooting 28% from 3 and 4 attempts a game, but he's much better than that. Up top, Henderson looks off a defender, drives it inside. He draws Embiid, hands to Ayton, double pump and lay it in.
For a second, because Maxey thought some action was taking place to Scoot's right. So Scoot sold that and then blew right by it.
Henderson drills a 3, and the Sixers broaden the lead here to 8. Scoot trying to slant, double, gives to Ayton. He'll dribble in deep, get to the body of Embiid. And
DA has the mid-range game on lock. He also has one of the nicest jump hooks in the game.
Paul George forced to relinquish it here to Embiid. 10 to shoot. Embiid will turn, he'll direct traffic. He sees Kamara at the rim, he'll pull up short of him. High bank, no. Rebound taken by Toumani Kamara. Chris Murray on the floor. Green sees Embiid, drags him to the baseline, bounces to Sharp, elevating for 3. Rebound, Kamara, look at him dig it out. Finds Sharp in the pocket pass, unloads to DA, one dribble, tentatively turns.
There goes 2 things we've already talked about, Kev. DA's jump hook, that is nice, and Toumani being a maniac on the offensive glass.
Ayton with 8 points. 23-19 count, 3:43 to go for. Got jarred on an Embiid screen. The Real Madrid the last couple of years, and of course, was quite a factor in France in their ascension in the Olympics in Paris. Here's Henderson outside for 3. Rebound tipped out by Toumani Kamara. Control tip, give him credit for the rebound. Henderson the other way, inside out dribble drive. Simons challenged by Maxey, accepts the challenge, drives it into the lane, flutters one up short. Yabusele the outlet pass. Here's Council. Change of pace, dribble drive in transition. A lead here of 8. 3:05 to go first quarter. Scoot Henderson. Turnover ratio. Maxey is ridden by Henderson into the lane, bothered. The runner won't go. Denny will up the floor. The 1-2 into the lane. Flip it over the shoulder. There's Murray with a 2-hand jam.
The speed, it flattens the defense, gives guys a chance to run into the action. That's what Denny did for Chris there.
Maxey sees 2. Inside. There's leaping up, throwing it down. Nice find. Klingon move the leg push. Bobby Jackson feeds it inside to the truck. Yabusele. He'll turn and hook and score on a deep post-up.
He went Bobby Jackson for Reggie Jackson because Bobby's on the bench.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it fit though. Similar game in certain ways.
Bobby would appreciate that. Yeah. Jabbed away by the change. Minute 40 to go, first quarter. Maxey off the screen, and the pop. Yabusele too strong. Jabbed away by Scoot, recovered by Simons. Finds Advia clearing in traffic, goes to the 17 for the year, 11th best in the East. They are 7 and 8 on the road. Maxey, Yabusele, Advia the rebound on the advance. It's broken up by. Klingon splitting a pair at the line. The Blazers trailing by 2. Under a minute remaining here in the first quarter. Oubre tests the waters. Oubre will get it back. Klingon extending, recovering, gets some help. Off to Martin. Dribble adjustment for 3. Good contest over there by catch and shoot. 3 hit the side of the glass. Murray out ahead. Advia strolls in.
And he's so fast, it's still a 2-for-1 for the Blazers.
Blazers on the 8-0 run to tie it at 31. Reggie Jackson working on a screen, darting around it, going over it, going under it, and a scoop on the roll. Up.
Leading that big defender.
Driving kick, Simons to Scuda. Lined up the three.
It's good.
Upbeat with a lot of energy.
I'm trying, but depends on the game.
It's a tough profession, as you know. You've been obviously a head coach in Europe, 2 years assistant in Utah with the Utah Jazz. Quinn Snyder, what's it like getting back into that realm of coaching?
No, it's been great. It's easy to miss the day-to-day of being around the players and the live action, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot that we can do in the front office to help these guys, but there's nothing like being on the sidelines to feel that energy.
Sergi, when your players have talked views, why do you think you connect so well with them?
Honestly, that's maybe a question for them.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to do my
humility, Kev. Whether it's him, Joe Cronin, Mike Schmitz, Andre Patterson, Asia, go down the line, all of them. There's a humility level that really is a part of the DNA of the. What is that like, being a part of that kind of front office?
To have a level of self-awareness and understanding. It's important to understand what you're doing well and why the things that are working, but also why the things that are not, and how to fix them. And I think that has to start with a level of make things fun at the same time that they are ways for them to grow. And they are competitive, and when you can join those three things together, I think it's a good recipe.
Yeah, well, off to Donovan Clingan. Are you surprised, even as the coach, how fast y'all been able to execute?
The first day of practice, the way that we, I think the expression I used was.
You observed anybody that's.
We had Isaac Nuguez, who played 0 minutes in the first 4 games, and ended up beating a G League game steal record for the history of the league, right? So it's kind of a next man now mentality in that league. Well, at that point, that's kind of how it goes.
You would be the perfect person to ask about the significance of the G League.
I think it comes in a lot of different levels. One of them is obviously we see like multiple players that are right now on the floor. Last season we had Ryan and Chris coming down of what the Blazers could be in the future. Test it out, trial and error, and maybe things that are half-baked.
Next night. Before we go, though, I got a question for you. How does it feel having the highest jumper in the organization on your team, Tajay Moore? Because, sir, I asked Shaden just to double-check. I said, Shaden, between you and Tajay, who's got the most bounce? And he said Tajay without question.
I feel the need to call a lob play from him from time to time. The problem is he's also one of our best passers. So then the decision is like who's throwing it and who's getting for it. But that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, that's a very good problem. Locked in on him.
Scoot trying to keep Oubre on his hip. Off to Kamara. Sharp will drive and kick. Arcing a 3 up there is Avia. Martin with it. Zips a pass to Yuba's team before playing from it to the silver medal in the Olympics. 11-0 Philadelphia run. 49-38 count.
Kind of a 1-2-2 zone here that the Sixers are playing against the Blazers.
Deep but lost the handle. Into the clutches of Embiid. Outlet pass. Yabusele. He wants to post up on Kamara.
He's a lot to deal with down there.
He'll lay it in.
And you have to find a way to offset this zone. There goes a gap right there. There goes another one. So it's the right body position. Gaps that are built into it. And it's the offense's job to find what those gaps are.
Avia will probe, step back of the night. Embiid and scoring. 14 for Joel Embiid. Avia spots a seam. Oubre's so good at getting his hands in there, pokes it free. Philadelphia comes the other way, forcing another turnover. And then Oubre along the inline, tripped up.
Well, they can put it on the floor more because that's where that gap for that straight line drive is opening up. But not so much at the top. It's not something they have to do. They can when an opportunity presents itself, but you don't have to.
Tamani, no look inside to Ayton. Little hesitation, another hesitation. They say on Maxey. Embiid comes to screen. They double the ball. Embiid now will play make to Yabusele. Man, drilling a three.
Yeah, he's going to get that look because of how the Blazers are guarding at the ball screen. You commit 2 to the ball, Embiid is now likely he's going to draw at least a defender and a half. And so there's going to be some open shooters if the Blazers guard the screen and roll that way.
Kamara, the three is way short. Long rebound. Flipped ahead by Maxey. That's it. In one fell swoop. 17-point Sixer lead. They have opened things up here in the second. Kamara.
And Kev, we knew coming into this game, this Sixers team, as currently constructed and healthy, is different than the team that has the record that they have.
For the two-hand jam.
This pick and roll with Maxey and Embiid, similar in terms of effect as Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo. As DA, not saying which one is a bowler with that big man who's so destructive going down the paint, whether it's Giannis or Embiid in this case. It's just a lot to deal with, so that's why Philadelphia continuing to go right back to it. There it is again, Kev.
And he spun around and fouled this evening. With 18, 7 boards. Maxey 13 points. Simon slings it over here to Kamara. Looks left, drives it right. Over to Sharp for three. Got it. Points.
Baseline drive from Tumani. Baseline drift on the opposite side from Shaden. It's like clockwork.
Sharp, remember, at 4-20 or better. Kamara trying to go left and right around the massive body of Embiid. Joel makes the catch. Bull rush and a foul on Embiid. 18 against Dallas. Here tonight, just 4 attempts. Outside, Simon's a 3. Back iron, rebound, Tumani Kamara. Rotate it to Sharp, another look, a flare is short. Oubre scanning down the floor. Off to Caleb Martin, trying to run out on him as Rob Williams, the third. Good effort. Long ball recovered by Sharp, up the floor, pacing his steps. Finger hold it short, followed by Ayton, he keeps it alive. Portland closes the gap here to within 11. Embiid quickly outside to Martin. And then they rotate it back to the big man. 6 to shoot. The wily vet from Cameroon. Little shake and bake step back. Little dream shake. Eight. Leaves it to Tumani. Hesitates. Lowry. Oh. Himself up there for a spell. Yabusele beneath him. You were seeing what I was seeing.
Yeah.
And that was not going to be good. 12-point lead for the Sixers. Maxey with it. They leave it here to Embiid. Working on Rob Williams the third. Again, another step back. Rob read it. Blocked it. It's controlled by Tumani. Tumani Kamara with 1:24 remaining in the second. Philadelphia leading by 12. Simons working on Caleb Martin, 6'5", good defender, but Simons has a step, and
For me, Simons has an answer to any of that.
Yabusele into front court with a dribble handoff here to Oubre. 54 seconds remaining in the quarter. 13 to shoot. Oubre leaves it from Maxey. Dashing in, quick step. Inning for 3. Arced it up, air ball. Grabbed by Embiid.
It's generally a harder shot when you pump fake it. Doesn't mean you can't make it. It's just a general harder shot to shoot to regain that momentum.
So a quick possession, but 6-second differential between the clocks. Oubre will trigger for 3. And the rebound grabbed by Rob Williams III with 6. Sharp clears midcourt with 4 to Simons drifting. Shot blocked by Oubre.
Everywhere.
And that was a